Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 29, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Complete to John Brown.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Niners' 12-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. 49ers nothing.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 2-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Allen now on 1st down. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
John Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brought down at the 30.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid combination defensive.
And this is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, 49ers 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 29, the 30, past the 20.
Showtime today,
and
baby.
he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
49ers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Levi Wallace with a pick.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I smell fear in that offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
14.
Here we go. 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He don't know no better. Back. 65, 65.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A very solid gain of 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he is all the way up past the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
On first down, Allen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the Bills first down.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made it.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Trent Murphy. 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Garoppolo now. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 5 now. Allen, that is caught at the 7-yard line. Allen digs there for a Buffalo first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Round 80. Right there. 54 Mike. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Watch twist.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and goal. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Right there.
Allen now looks to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 56, 49ers 7. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his dirt, out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red, read, red, tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my time was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life was living ain't funny, but you cannot check out the funny. Put that on my mama, my brother, my cousin, my brother, shit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Watch the slant. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, let's get this. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. You must be dreaming. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
53.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Javon Kinlaw.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Singletary again. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The Bills ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
59.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't.
And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Garoppolo's pass intercepted by the Bills. Sets up 1st down and goal at the 1-yard line.
Nothing. They don't get nothing.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Alert! Twist! Alert! Kill! He's jumping down.
They run here with Singletary, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.